All right, what's going on YouTube? So I had a person down in the comments below over the farming supply points asking to see the nightmare footage on how the bug will still work with it or whether or not it will still work inside of Nightmare. Can confirm it does, but obviously people want to see the gameplay footage. They want to know for a fact. We're here in Nightmare right now. We'll get this going. Obviously, we don't start immediately at the road to hell, so we're going to have to go through the first two missions. Essentially, we'll buy up a pipe bomb, pain meds, stun gun, playing with a, maximum mobility, move speed kind of build. I've already done this before. We've got the video clip on this. You'll get down to this point. Next thing you know, you'll get an alarm door. There's a bunch of fire, crematorium. And essentially, you're looking for a little type of badge card in order to get into where the crematorium really is, where everybody gets their bodies burned. One of those things, Haven't really never been to one actually, but, I suppose this is what it looks like. Maybe it's authentic. Couldn't tell you. But, as you'll notice, we are in Nightmare. Common infected, special infected, doing some serious damage. Lucky enough, we had some copper left over. We had more than a few. Able to heal up really quickly. We'll kind of skip a bit. We're looking for the card, essentially in one of these rooms. I'm pretty sure I missed it in the very first room. Yeah, right there. You notice sometimes it's in the morgue area. Completely missed it. Open that up. Turn one of the valves off so the fire stops. Throw the pipe bomb. Move on through here. And from this point, we'll get up to the stairs or upstairs. Break through some of the doors. And then from this point, it's going to be a straightaway. We'll just use all that mobility we have. Go straight across. Go over in the schoolyard area. Move off to the left. We'll go through around the buses. Sometimes there'll be some sleepers around here. Obviously, we just want to keep moving all the way through. Push through those birds. We don't even worry about it. We're straight on to the next safe room. Now from this point, we'll start skipping forward. We'll get in there. Now, on this mission, you kind of want to clear some things out. From this point, we want at least 2 pipe bombs at this point. We're picking up a couple of... well, I went over this in my previous video. If you want to check that Act 3, down further in the channel. We've already got the Act 3, last portion of Nightmare finale type of thing. We're going to keep skipping forward. We'll just kind of clear everything out. Keep it moving. Going forward. And from this point, we'll just kind of clear things out. This is arguably the easiest mission, or one of the easiest missions, in my opinion, when it comes to Nightmare. It's still difficult. You will have some moments, but there's some easy chokehold points. A lot of moments where it's not going to be exactly the most dangerous thing. You can avoid damage pretty easily on this mission. But take out some of those special infected. You will want a toolkit in order to open these doors without raising an alarm. But if you don't have one, you could just bum rush through after destroying that door all the way to the next point that we're going towards, which is going to be this back hallway back here. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, you just run all the way back here, and you'll pretty much just stick in this location. You'll destroy each one of the nodes, clear things out. From this point, the bots should follow. Obviously, we just got here, so the bots are kind of lagging behind. Unreliable. They do their own thing sometimes, but in this one situation, every time you come back to this one little back alley right here, they'll start lining up. They'll be laying some fire down. You're occasionally going to hit them from the back of the head here and there. It's going to happen. Not really too worried about it. But you'll take out those special infected and take out those nodes. We'll just skip through this. It's essentially the same thing. We're just melting everything. Just constantly hitting all this stuff. Clearing the next horde. Spitters can be an issue. Hate spitters inside a Nightmare. Wish they'd nerf them. So far, I haven't seen it too nerfed. But the rate of fire on them, absolutely destructive, especially if you have some of those corruption cards. We'll get into the auditorium or theater area, clear it out, shoot them up. They don't even know we're coming. We're just kind of, I'm just going off muscle memory at this point from the many times that I've run this before. And then we'll get, we'll take out some sleepers, take out some of this other garbage. Hate these common infected. Hate Nightmare. Gotta hate it. So painful. One thing to note, why are there not a lot of children zombies inside of a school? I do want to make that reference because Cuties is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's got Elijah Wood in it, and it is a kindergarten full of zombie children. Hilarious movie. You need to check it out if you haven't seen it. And it would have been even more hilarious if we had ankle biter children all over the place inside of this school. Would have been hilarious, all right? I don't know how many people would have actually tried to boycott this game over child zombies. It's funny, all right? It's a game. Let's be serious now. All right, let's be real. It's not real. But at that same point, we'll get to this auditorium, and we'll just simply, start up that generator. We'll hold up on the top of these bleachers. It's also another, what is it? It's a reference to another movie. It's an old movie. I believe it was the 90s. I think it also had Elijah Wood in it, where there's some kind of infectious worm disease that got crushed. I don't know if you've seen the movie. They get this this one hot chick that just turns into this massive worm type of evil thing, and they crush her with the bleachers. I feel like there's some small reference to that, but at this point, we'll clear it up. Some doors will open. We'll grab up that battery right there. We'll move on over. We'll place that into there. An ogre will spawn. We'll just kind of clear some of the common infected and special infected, but a few seconds later, we'll be able to jump up on top of those bleachers, get on through. Pretty much a clear shot here. I'm kind of looking around for some sleepers. We're just kind of moving as fast as we can, and then we're on to the mission where we can use or utilize the bug that's on the Act 3 Road to Hell mission. Now, again, looking for some sleepers. You never know where they are. I think there was one behind me. Luckily, my mobility's so strong, we're able to dodge it. Back of that bus, we're straight on. This is the next mission. This is where we're going to utilize that bug in order to make it through Nightmare in this mission as easy as possible. Now, one thing to note, common infected will still spawn, but no special infected. No alarm doors will be triggering any horde, or birds will be triggering any horde, so you will not have additional common infected, and absolute no special infected. Makes this mission smooth and easy. But from this point, grab up a couple of pipe bombs. Going to need that for some of those moments when some of the common infected are, a little bit packed in. Obviously, they've already spawned. There will be a few sections where there's going to be more than a few common infected, and they're still extremely dangerous. They will still have their modifiers of burning and everything. But on this little box right here, or not this little box, there is going to be a little rock on the left. If you haven't seen the other video for the farming, we'll just essentially use that rock and then jump over and crouch at the same time. We'll jump, then crouch, and get over this. As long as we don't open this for whatever reason, special infected won't be triggered. No special infected will spawn. And there will be no hordes being called whatsoever. Modifiers, corruption cards just don't work at the same point. And if you're on veteran, if you haven't seen the video, obviously go check that out. It's definitely an easy way to farm supply points. But how long does it take me to... Yeah, there we go. First try, boom, we're straight over it. We're just going straight on through. Easy. All these common infected are still spawning. Still dangerous. We'll make that note. They can still kill you. We've got no continue right now. At some point, I'll show you that I'm on Nightmare, because I know that's an issue. I know somebody's going to say that, well, this doesn't look like Nightmare. Yeah, well, it is, all right. Soon enough, I'll showcase it. I don't know. There was some point in here that I'll show you this is Nightmare. I'm trying to remember. There was a moment somewhere where I pulled up the menu. We're going to find it, one of these. But from this point, we'll pick up those vials. They'll be laying around somewhere in here. Common infected, still deadly, so we're kind of taking our time, kind of clear out as well. Grabbed it. Kind of moving forward. Can't tell if my own voice from this video is going to be picking up. We'll kind of lower that a bit real quick, just in case when we increase the volume so you guys can hear me. We don't have the issue of background noise, but as you'll notice, we'll be able to... or I wasn't sure at this point whether or not the alarm doors would work or not, but you can clearly see no common infected are pooling in as a horde. I would show you the sound, but there's just no sound with it. And plus, I've got some music playing in the background, so it'd be a bit loud, but... And we just hit those birds. There's just regular common infected that have already been spawned in for that location. As you'll notice, we're looking around. No horde coming in. We don't see any flood of common infected anywhere. Just the regular group that's still sitting in there. Easy. Still can't believe this. This would have been... I still did this mission fairly well, and I first tried it when I first got to it on Nightmare. I was very lucky with this, because this could have been a problematic mission, but I just knew what I was doing in that moment. Had the momentum. Made it on through. Was able to just make it as easy as possible, for myself, at least. Luckily enough. Sometimes that RNG does not play your way, though, and Nightmare can be a fickle bitch. That is very true. Again, one of those moments, got to still watch out for sleepers. They will be spawning, but special infected, nowhere to be seen. Still waiting on that moment. where I'm just like, yeah, this is nightmare. Where did I do this at? I mean, we can see it at the end of the mission. It will showcase that it's nightmare. But as you'll notice, this is one of those moments you want to kind of go through, not really skip, showcase, no special infected. There will still be a small common infected horde coming from these doors, though. So that's one thing to note. But as you'll notice, it's very small. It's not as big as it would have been. You'll see in front of us, it's nowhere near as crowded as it would have normally been if you've run this mission before. Even on Recruit, it's even more of a nightmare on Recruit than it looks like right now. I mean, the hordes that we're dealing with, Walker scared the shit out of me. Just popping the bots in the head. Slowly we're making our way all the way to the last door, or the last gate that we have to get through. Boom, right here. Kind of wait for a second. Let the common infected kind of pool up over there. And then toss it. Leave right now. Boom. There it is. Just get them off of our back straight away into this. Boom. We're good. We're good. We're good. No problems at all. Now, this wasn't solo, so I can't showcase how much, or training mode now. So I can't showcase how much supply points we'll get off of this, but this is the road to hell. Boom. Got it right there. As you can see, top left, nightmare. There's no way I could edit that. We didn't even have any editing right here. We're straight into the next mission. I guess I didn't pull up the menu, but as you can see right there, we're still in nightmare. Corruption cards absurd, as they've always been. But from this point going forward, if you want to see the rest of this, I don't know. I'm going to leave it in there. We had some music playing in the background. I was feeling myself, Hills. It was a good time. Enjoyed it personally. There's a little bit of a surprise ending. Hate it when it happens. You'll see it when you see it. But on that note, I'll cut it right here. Let you guys just kind of hear the gameplay going forward. And hope you have a good one. Oh, spitter, my worst fear. Damn, dude, look at how much damage I just took from all that shit. Let me check real quick. We've got Martin Landstrom. Looks like German origin. Or something Northern European. How the fuck did they make him harder like this? Even with that fucking grenade on him? Dude, what is this song, though? I'm loving this. Fuck. I'm feeling it.
me out here on my own. What have we here? Wait! Please just die already!
God damn, alright. What a fucking aimbot.